Come June, and cities all over the world deck themselves in rainbow colors. Marches are held somewhere or the other in the world every other day of the month, and organizations scramble to paint their logos in rainbow hues. For surely it has been hard to miss the rainbow-dappled Uber car on the phone screen. Globally, June is celebrated as Pride Month, a month dedicated to the LGBTQ+ communities all over the world. A month which celebrates their victories and encourages the ongoing fight for awareness, acceptance, and basic human rights. Pride is now all about joy, about gatherings and queer spaces. But it is important to remember that Pride is, was, and will continue to be about protest. Pride was born out of sheer protest, and its future too is protest as nations and governments continue to restrict legal validity to queer individuals. The history of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Pride Month can be traced back to its origin in New York, where it was first celebrated to commemorate the anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising, which was essentially the tipping point for the gay liberation movement in the United States. The first ever Pride March was held on 28th of June 1970, and since then the Gay Pride Day has evolved over the years to spread over an entire month and has become more inclusive of the wide spectrum of sexualities that exist. To reach today's society, queers, specifically America-centric, have had to wage a long and hard war, at the center of which stands the Stonewall riots of 1969. While it was neither the first instance of police brutality on queer communities, nor was it the first instance of LGBTQ resistance, and yet it paved the path for more inclusivity. In the early 1960s, apart from homosexuality being seen as a criminal offense, it was also illegal to serve alcohol to a gay man, and thus a number of gay bars cropped up illegally, vulnerable to police raids and legal actions. Stonewall Inn was one such establishment, and the raid which took place in the early hours of June 28th escalated in ways unprecedented and led to a number of protests throughout the city. In India, the LGBTQ+ communities have seen some ups, but mostly downs when it comes to the legal system. The historic decriminalization of Section 377, which essentially decriminalized gay sexual intercourse between consenting adults and granted legal recognition to homosexuality, acts as the landmark in a very bleak legal history. That one step forward has been followed by quite a few steps backward, however. Same-sex marriage is still not legalized, and granting legality to homosexuality has done very little to fight the stigma that is so deeply ingrained in the Indian society. With politicians and public figures still making ignorant and homophobic comments in 2022, it's no wonder that people belonging to LGBTQ communities either live in fear or live a life of suppression. However, queer people have come together over the years to create their own safe spaces and have enthusiastically welcomed marginalized people into these spaces where they could be themselves, could express themselves in ways society did not allow them to. More and more cities have started to organize pride walks and rainbow festivals, which are, at the end of the day, a massive show of resistance. For pride will always be political. In Kolkata, more and more LGBTQ-friendly cafes have been established. Rainbow Club Kolkata and Pink Party Kolkata regularly organize meetings and gatherings which act as safe social spaces for queer people. Established in October 2003, Sappho for Equality is the only registered organization in Eastern India working towards the promotion of sexually marginalized women and trans men. They focus on providing a safe environment for the LGBTQ members. They also organize peer counseling, self-empowerment workshops, meetings, study circles, and group discussions. People Like Us Plus Kolkata is an NGO founded by late Agniva Lahiri to uplift the social and economical upbringing of the LGBTQ community. Apart from several philanthropic activities, the organization is known for running a shelter home, Prathama, for the community in Kolkata, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh.